And now, through the magic of the Cybernet Space Cube, the computer-enhanced podcast of the future, Transformers Slag Podcast. What's up, everybody? How we all doing this Saturday night? It's the Transformers Slag Podcast Saturday Night live stream main event. I'm your host, Protoman. I am the face that runs this place. I'm the voice you hear Monday to Friday, and it is Saturday night. And we're going to talk the robots in disguise. We're going to cover some updates on the news. And more importantly, we're going to address some of the drama that's been going on this week. Because my goodness, the fandom has lost their minds in so many ways. And we got to address some of that stuff because man, oh man. But who's in the chat today? Let's take a look. We got Guillaume. What's up, Guillaume? We got the twins from Patreon. How we doing? Ninjatron's there. Annie's here too, my sister. Patrick Brown. Fawn Hart. Mr. Tankies. Oh, bro, you're already coming in hot and giving a whole bunch of gifts to people. Oof, there we go. That's a whole bunch. Thank you again, Mr. Tankies. You're going to have a whole bunch more YouTube members joining any second now. And I swear, Ninjatron, if you don't get it. Oh, Twins Corner got it. Snell World. Some kid. Come on, Ninjatron. Come on, Ninjatron. Mayoral Fabrication. All these people I know got it. Thank you again, Mr. Tankies, for gifting 50 subs to a whole bunch of people. I swear to God, Dylan, it looks like you didn't get it. Dylan, you're cursed, man. What the hell's going on? Oh, jeez. Jeez. Everyone else, what is well, even Billy B, who's a patron. Well, he's double dipping now. Either way, guys, how we all doing? We're gonna have to go through this for a bit now. I apologize, but you know, Mr. Tankies wants to be nice to everybody, and we're all grateful for it. Thank you very much, sir. So we're going to cover the news today. We got quite a few things to cover. I'm kind of doing a little bit of a continuation of Aaron Archer's live stream yesterday. Kind of gave his take on what's going on with the reactions of the fandom and stuff with the video game news. Man, oh man. Either way, so let's get into some other stuff first, and then we'll cover that and everything. So first, what we are going to do, let me just get to it here. Let's first cover this guy right here. So we got kind of our very first look of anything of this Transformers Cyber World line. This is something that supposedly is going to be showing up in full force in Q3 of 2025. So we're not going to see this for quite a bit. Nothing in Q1, nothing in Q2. I'm imagining we'll probably get teasers of it and stuff maybe in the late summer of 2025. But we got our very first look of the very first toy of all of this. And this is the Transformers Cyber World Cyber Changer price point, which is this $14.99 Warrior-esque, Deluxe-esque kind of price point. In that of the Cyber Changers, what is listed as the Meg Bull. Now, I mean, it's a bull, and it's got a very Megatron-looking head. The Meg Bull is clearly a bull Megatron, and it's the title of our video here today, one half of it anyhow. So we at least get a kind of an idea of what's going on here with this Cyber World line. Now, we don't know what the overarching gimmick might be with it. I mean, the discussion always is, you know, transforming is an important part of a Transformer toy line, but what extra are you bringing to that? You know, what is the new twist to it that makes it interesting outside of just the storytelling element of that of a transforming robot in a giant civil war? So very curious. I mean, there's that split down the bull head. I firmly believe that there's probably a combiner element involved with this too. Maybe I could be wrong. This is me looking at the Wild King line that Takara is also manufacturing in the background there. So, which has a whole combiner element to itself with the weapons and the third modes of the robot mode. So very curious to see what's going on here. It's another horned Megatron. If I didn't know any better, I would have thought Aaron Archer designed this, but very cool otherwise. I'm curious. I know people are ragging on it. Oh, look how simple the articulation is. And, look how, but to me, at the end of the day, I don't really look too deep into the toy itself so much as the overall silhouette of the design, because it's a kind of a cool looking design, even if the toy is kind of simple. Because at the end of the day, if it's cool in the show is not going to be limited by the toy's articulation. Look how great the Armada story was, and look how the current it's not the current, the past Armada toys were in their, toyetic ability to have just the gimmicks, and as a result, some of them were sacrificed in terms of articulation. Armada Autobot Scavenger, awesome character. His toy, on the other hand, well, it is what it is. Let's get some water in me. But it's one of these things where I'm excited. I'm curious. I'm excited. It's different. It's not a Megatron that turns into a tank or a jet or a vehicle. It's a Megatron that turns into a bull. So, what does that mean to me? Is that some Beast Wars love? Are we going to get something unique? I want to see. I want to see. I'm curious. I want to see more. Let's see what they pretty much drop in our laps for that. Next thing we're going to cover is something that just recently was discovered. So we talked about it just a couple of days ago, how now some in-hand copies of our 1x64 scale retail 2025 series Hot Wheels Optimus Prime individual release is starting to show up. Now we have people that are actually messing with it, taking it apart, and we get to see that on the bottom it does indeed have an Optimus Prime head. But there's another secret to this toy that you would have never known with this $1.87 Hot Wheel. So an individual took it apart completely, took the screw apart, took off the roof, took off that tint that they put to make the inside of the truck windows and the windshield, and lo and behold, never meant to be seen by anybody in any shape or form, in any angle. What is inside the cockpit of Optimus Prime? Well, then, you tell me what is inside the cockpit of Optimus Prime. I got to give a lot of credit to the Hot Wheels and Mattel design team to make that extra effort of surface design for something that I guarantee 99.9%, including me, if I would have bought this, I wouldn't have thought to take it apart so I could look on the inside of the trailer. Not the trailer, the front end of the cab, you know? Isn't that wild? A little matrix of leadership just chilling there. That is some really cool stuff. So again, this is the mainline version. This is not the track fleet one that's like 11.99 with the trailer. This is not the like expensive, Mattel Creations version. This is the one that you could get at Walmart right now. It's starting to show up in case K. So in a case of 72 Hot Wheels, there's two Optimus Primes in case K, and the easiest way to identify it is it'll have the Transformer logo in the top left of the card back, and it's $1.87 in your Hot Wheels aisle. So that's pretty wacky. And it's crazy. We're never going to be able to see this unless you take it apart. But that's a nice little extra addition. Again, kudos to the Hot Wheels crew. I always dig that kind of stuff, and it adds a little character that really didn't need to be done. And it's great. I mean, it doesn't add to the value or the anything like that. It's just a little bit of sculpt input that they decided, you know what? Let's put it there and see who finds it. And well, the community being the community found it pretty quickly. Very cool. Again, shout out to the Hot Wheels crew. Very awesome stuff. Very, very awesome. This is the big one today. This is the big news. Masterpiece Beast Wars Rat Trap is finally happening. I am so stoked about this. Number one, it tells us that the MPG, the Masterpiece Greto Gatai Giant line, is not just for combiners and big dudes. It still is pretty much a spiritual successor of the Masterpiece line. And MPG 15, Beast Wars Rattle, aka Beast Wars Rat Trap, will be the next installment in our Masterpiece line and our next Beast Wars Masterpiece figure. And man, he looks effing fantastic. As someone that owns every Rat Trap figure ever, even the Kabaya kits, they just knocked this out of the park. It just looks absolutely fantastic. I love that they closed up that belly of the rat mode so you could have them standing up and articulating, and it doesn't show just all those elements. They're going to figure out a way to fold all that stuff up and make it look really good. I kind of hope, I mean, this might be asking a little too much, but I kind of hope that it has LEDs in the eyes because it looks a little dark. Like Rat Trap has big red robot mode eyes. They don't really come through here with these photos, but I really hope that he has like red eyes or he has an LED that lights up the eyes like the Optimus Primal had and the Dinobot. So, I mean, I kind of hope that that's a little extra element that's put there. He has two different rat faces, three different robot mode faces, two sticky bombs, his iconic gun, a interchangeable chest piece for the rat mode so he could attach to the back of Optimus Primal so he could like, fly with him on, all kinds of wacky missions and stuff. But yeah, looking great, looking fantastic. So again, reminder on this one, it's going to be 15,000 yen, which comes to about 95 USD. The pre-order is going to be February 10th, 2025. The release date tentatively is going to be September 2025. So pre-orders aren't up yet, but when they are, check your local listings. You'll probably find a good deal to pick this boy up. But we're not done with the rat because we also got the Valkyrie and we got here the Transformers X Macross crossover that Takara Tomy and Bandai are doing together with the Bazara Prime from Macross 7, celebrating the 30th anniversary of Macross 7. And Bazara Prime, we have a nice lit up image here from that original teaser, and it's looking really good. And something that I didn't notice the first time around, his little guitar that he's holding has a matrix of leadership on it. So that's a, I guess, matrix guitar of leadership. That's pretty awesome. Really, really cool. Again, it's taking Bazara from Macross 7, his VF-19 Excalibur custom Valkyrie, and mashing it with the Optimus Prime design. So you got that truck trailer, oddly enough, a truck cab on the front, which is kind of bizarre. And but still, most of the design elements that do make the VF-19 Excalibur custom from Macross 7. So still very cool. I dig it. I think it's awesome. At the end of the day, um, you know, again, this design came out in 1994. It's been 30 years now, and it's just being celebrated with Transformers. And one of the very first model kits I ever built came from Macross 7, so I have a little bit of a connection to this. So the plan for this is it's going to get a pre-order in summer of 2025. We don't have an exact date yet, and it's going to have a release date at some point in winter of 2025. That's all we know. Now, both the Rat Trap and this Bazara Prime will be present at an upcoming event in Japan, the T Spark Zone event. It's going to be a small little pop up convention in Akihabara, Tokyo, Japan. Will be happening January 17th to the 19th, so next week, Friday. And there's going to be a whole bunch of reveals. Rat Trap's going to be there in person. The Bazara Prime's going to be there. The Zoids crossover with Transformers, and many more items. So definitely stay tuned next week. We'll keep you posted here on the Transformers Slag podcast, and we'll get you all the updates because if it's going to be Friday for Japan, it's going to be Thursday for us. So we're going to get a Transformer Thursday with a whole bunch of reveals and stuff, no doubt, coming straight from the dealer room. So stay tuned for that. And again, mark that on your calendar for more exciting stuff. And again, they'll probably have the prices and more of the updated information for the other characters. Now then, let's cover oh, there's Aaron. What's up, Aaron? Let's cover the big news this week. Let's talk about the update about Transformers Reactivate and how it looks like the game is no more. And I made this call 2, 3 years ago when Transformers Rise was canceled and it changed studios and stuff. And as someone that lived through the Duke Nukem Forever situation, I got those rumblings in my old belly and I was just like, I get a feeling this thing might not happen. And if it does, it's going to be kind of messy. But more importantly, you know, this reminded me of another story that even more hits close to home. And it's crazy because the Transformer fandom, the way that they reacted to it, a lot of them, not going to blame the whole fandom, but a good segmentation of it was, oh, Transformers is cooked. This is it. The line is dead. Hasbro is dead. The sky is falling. Guys, let me tell you a little story, okay? Aaron touched on it slightly during his live stream too, but back in BotCon 2011, there was a panel by a company called Jagex. And Jagex is the company that is responsible for RuneScape, MMORPG kind of thing. And they were like, hey, we're going to be making a giant Transformers MMORPG. This was BotCon 2011. And then in BotCon 2012, a year after they did that announcement, they set up a booth. They had this huge booth at BotCon 2011, and they were like, "Hey guys, here's some footage, here's some standees, some designs, and hey man, how about how about some posters? Like, we're serious, guys. Like, this is happening. This is happening. Yo, man, this is Gatecrasher. This is Gatecrasher. He's going to be part of transforming. This is coming from the Proto Man archive. It's all dusty. Look how dusty this is. I had to dig all these up. Transformers Universe is coming. The new MMORPG, Gatecrasher. Oh, he's so cool. You know, and then of course you got like Dust Storm, the ghost-faced gorilla. Ooh, yeah, this is coming. All this, test your metal hashtag. And at that same panel and everything, sign up and reserve your screen name now. Protoman, I am an Autobot. Oh, yeah. So I even reserved my screen name ready to go so no one else would get it, because that happens to me quite a bit, actually. Well, you know, that happened. We did all of that. They opened up the beta in late 2012. 2015, they canceled everything. Yep. In that 4-year span, nothing really happened. So, and that was 13 years ago. That was 13 years ago. And of course, that Transformers universe game got canceled, and then of course right after that, the Transformer brand fell into shambles, and we never had a movie ever again. The toy line was canceled, and that was it. And what you're watching right now is a figment of your imagination. I don't even exist. I'm not even real. But clearly, if a huge push for a big game and stuff through licensors and properties doesn't work out, clearly the whole property is cooked, right? A property that literally its entire foundation to begin was toys, cartoons, and comic books, and video games really was almost secondary. Come on, guys, you guys are smarter than that, right? Right? So at the end of the day, look, the game got bushed. It's done. It is what it is. There's going to be other Transformer games. They'll come, they'll happen. Will they be crazy AAA games? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe we'll get some middle of the road or shovelware games. Maybe Drip Drop Studios or what's it called there? That's doing the Cyberverse stuff and the recent one there with Galactic Trials. Outright games. Maybe they'll put out some more content. Maybe they'll see that there's an opening here to kind of do something that could be more of a shooter MMORPG thing. At the end of the day, at the end of the day, the way that I see it is you have to be able to, you have to be able to at least acknowledge that this isn't the end of the world. It isn't. Snell World with the $5 super chat, Hasbro won't give me a Gigastorm, so I'm customizing one of my 3 Trypticons. Well, that's one way to do it. That's not too tough of a customization. All you need is like a sticker sheet and then a little horn. So that's not too tough. And if you have a whole bunch of them, I get a feeling someone bought it on sale from Ollie's, I imagine. But thanks for the super chat, Snell's World. But it's something where just to me, I feel that, it's just another step in how it is. There's going to be more cell phone games. There's going to be more, like lower tier video game stuff, handhelds, mobile, and sooner or later, some company is going to step up to the plate and want to do something. And there will be something, no doubt. T-Formers 2000 people keep telling me Proto was just a voice in my head. I should have believed them. Yeah, you should have. You should. I wasn't even at those conventions. You were talking. This is like Fight Club all over again. This is like you were wearing a shirt for a podcast that didn't even exist. Um, but yeah, it's nuts. It's nuts, and it's something where it was crazy what I was seeing people write. And I was just like, man, they can't be that stupid, are they? But it is what it is. I just wanted to address that because, we walked through that path many years ago and it didn't even change a thing. It really didn't. I mean, after that, what did we get? We had Dark of the Moon, I think, afterwards. What year was that? Yeah, it was like 2012. So like Dark of the Moon. Then we had Age of Extinction. We had more TV shows. This was going to be in the Transformers Prime universe. This was like part of that aligned continuity and everything. You know, I, this is so weird. This is like all stuff I dug up from the arc. Look how dusty it is. You know, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Um, I mean, look, I think me personally, like if I could like make a move and kind of push Hasbro in the right direction of something that wouldn't cost too much, I mean, talk to Activision, somehow figure out how to get those games, Fall of Cybertron, War of Cybertron, back accessibly, whether it be remastering it, so taking the old code that supposedly was lost, but remastering it and putting it out there. It doesn't have to be crazy remastered, but clean it up a bit for the HD world because when that thing came out, HD TVs weren't exactly a common thing, but put it out for the HD world, put it on all the current platforms. I mean, it's funny, like the Wii wasn't able to have War for Cybertron, but I would hope the Switch at this point can. So have it for all the consoles, the Xbox Ones, the PS5s, and the Switches. Have it be cross-platform, and then Hasbro could take advantage of those products being out there and reinvigorating some new audience and gameplay. Reissue some of those Studio Series figures, take some of those first ones you did, put them out, give them a second run, because now people are going to want that Optimus Prime. People are going to want that Bumblebee, that Barricade, and on, the side swipes and stuff. So that's just, there you go. There's a free one for you that you could kind of do. Now, yeah, of course, it involves licenses. Does Activision want to license it? There's obviously parties that have to make their own decisions. It's not just a one sided thing with Hasbro, but it is something that has to be considered if you want to just kind of fill the gap right now with the absence of the Reactivate game, and even more so the awkwardness of these four different action figures that you put out that are Reactivate, you know, segmentations that now have no home, you know, that really don't have a home. It's a good looking Optimus Prime toy, but the Soundwave, the Starscream, and the Bumblebee, yeah, they are what they are. Nothing really interesting there. Um, but yeah, Guillaume, I already have a PS4 and Xbox One that came out digitally in 2016, 17, but it was delisted. Yeah, it was delisted, but also we want to have the online play, the character customization. Like I was there right when all of that dropped. Like when that first game, when War for Cybertron came out, oddly enough, the weekend that game came out was the same weekend as BotCon. So I literally like got the game with my pre-order Shockwave download code, and I had to like throw it on my couch and then go catch a plane. But when I came back, it was, you know, literally like a religious thing. Like we were playing, doing capture the flag, and we were playing all the time, leveling up our characters. And then when Fall of Cybertron came out, where they added even an extra layer of customizing where you could really customize your characters, I was playing that stuff like every week. Every week I was playing it like crazy until pretty much the servers were kaput, you know? Very fun games. And easily, I mean, without a doubt, the best Transformer games we ever got. Without a doubt, the community, the fun, the customization, great graphics, the storytelling elements, the fact that it had, Peter Cullen's voice, it had a whole bunch of other talented voice actors, it had Stan Bush's music in there. What more can you ask for, in my opinion? But I mean, let's just kind of wait it out and see what happens and not think that the sky is falling, because this is way too many times something that the fandom is guilty of. I have been part of the online fandom since 1996 when I first got the internet, and it's like Beast Wars comes out, Transformers is ruined forever. Oh no, Beast Machines is not that good. Transformers is ruined forever. Oh, car robots come back. That's the greatest thing ever. Oh, we're back to vehicles. Yeah, we're back out of the Dark Ages. Yeah, like Beast Wars was the Dark Ages. Okay, there you know and then when we got Armada, oh, these toys are crappy, it's the end of the world. And then it's like, oh, look at these Michael Bay movie designs, it's the end of the world, oh, it's going to be finished. And then they showed Animated's first images, and it's like, oh, look at this like Batman Bruce Timm rip off. It's the end of the world. And I could go on and on. It's the end of the world, except it's not, you know? It's just people that have way too much anxiety and way too much time. And that combination of the two sometimes never works out for anybody. If only you could put a zipper on them. Mark Morales with the $2 super chat. Are Reactivate figures technically concept now? Technically. Yeah, seriously. Mark, you're totally right. Now they're part of the concept series. You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if that was probably because look, the Bumblebee got reissued individually in the Studio Series line. I wonder if by the time it comes out, they'll package it and put a sticker on it that says concept series. You know, that's hilarious, but it is true, Mark. You're not wrong there. You're really not wrong there. You know, it's all concept at this point. The Optimus could kind of exist in any world, but the other three really, yeah, the Starscream too a little bit, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Okay, so we're gonna get into we'll do some sponsorship stuff, and then we're going to be talking about some cool stuff that I picked up today. Pretty cool stuff actually. Actually kind of food related too. So first, of course, let's get into Symbiote Studios plush pins and T-shirts. I was just informed just before going live that their Rumble and Frenzy has sold out. So guys, you got to get on these. There's going to be some new 2025 product, but some stuff is going to be selling out. So Rumble and Frenzy, the 2-pack has indeed sold out. So I'm going to have to update the slide here because it looks like they are now gonzo. But there's that, of course, and of course all the other brands and everything with Symbiote Studios. I'm rocking, of course, their Catnip Bravo today. Power Rangers, Catnip Bravo, Shovel Knight, you know, Super Monkey Ball. There's a whole bunch of other video game brands they're working on right now that are going to be launching in later in 2025. So stay tuned to that on symbiotestudio.com. And also, My Little Pony, their massive collection of stuff that's happening, but just also announced today for you pony fans, the 2025 collection has dropped. We got Spike. That's the only one I know because my pony knowledge is limited, but you know, you got Spike there, and I think that's Princess Celestia. I don't know. The wife knows this better than I do. But yeah, so this is their 2025 collection, just dropped today on the website. So again, other Hasbro brands available to you if you wish. And what a great present for the loved ones, because like I said last week, buy her a pony and let her know that you are indeed hung like a horse. Yeah. Anyways, and of course, the Toy Armada with Aaron Archer. There's a segue if there ever was one. Speaking of hung like a horse, the Toy Armada with Aaron Archer. Me and Aaron just recorded a segment yesterday. Hopefully, I will have it live next week. Stay tuned for that. Another one where we tackle some individual figures. These were voted by the fans and just kind of deep dive into them. And they were two really good figures voted by the fans because they cover a lot of different elements of Transformers. So stay tuned for that. But if you, in the meantime, to keep your lip wet a little bit, again, going back to Aaron Archer, if you want to keep your lip wet, oh yeah. We got the Toy Armada and Aaron Archer talking about Energon's two little rivals here of Scorponok and Ironhide. We deep dive into those two guys and their development and stuff. So go check that on the Toy Armada with Aaron Archer. Aaron also did a live stream yesterday. He showed off a really good Microman book that I want to buy now because I was just like, because I got my boys, my Microman boys chilling up here. I have a whole bunch of Microman stuff, even the vintage ones, because I probably should have done a slide of that. So, Super 7 put out Biotron and Baron Kazar as Microman reaction figures. I have my Baron in the other room, actually. I probably should have got it. But what's cool about them is on the back of the card backs, they're Generation 1 styled, like straight up Transformers Generation 1 style tech specs. So they're trying to like fuse those two worlds together. Not to mention it's from the same creator, so it wouldn't surprise me with Kojin Ono and Yoke-san and that whole. Actually, Yoke-san more so because he worked on the Microman line. But I mean, great stuff. Great stuff. Check those out again. And again, the Toy Armada with Aaron Archer. Check that out. Aaron has his brand new book. You can check that one out too on the Toy Armada with Aaron Archer and archermonster.com/shop. Get some brand new Posca painting instructions. I believe the one in the top left here, the wing blade one, has been sold, so I apologize if I'm getting your hopes up with that one. And then, of course, you have the high-end museum level paintings that are also available on there, as well as a bunch of other stuff. Go check it out, archermonster.com/shop, and check out the Toy Armada with Aaron Archer. Check out his last live stream. Go check out all the really good stuff. All the really good stuff. And last but not least, we also have an announcement. Bin Studios has put out their 2-in-1 HasLab Unicron upgrade kit, where if you have a HasLab Unicron, but just like me, was dumb and only bought one of them, you could own both of them in both modes simultaneously at the same time with their upgrade kit. Check it out at binstudios.iwarp.com and then pick your purchase choice. You could have it in, I believe the color, I think Mikey and Louie are in the chat. I believe the color is satin peach, is the color of Unicron's wings. So you could have it in satin peach where they will paint it themselves for you, or you could get it in the original factory white, and then you could choose to color it yourself for the wings. Get the upgrade kit, get all that great stuff. Again, choose where you want to buy. If you want to buy it from Etsy or from eBay, depending on, pick your poison with that. Check all of that stuff again, binstudios.iwarp.com for the HasLab Unicron upgrade kit, and turn one into two and have 2-in-1. Because that's how it is for me. I got my big boy there and I got the other one over there. So Satin Harvest Peach, that's what it was called. I remember reading that. And I was like, that's so if you want to know what color is Unicron's rings, the official name for it is satin. It's almost like Satan when you think about it. Maybe they were thinking in 3D there at Hasbro, or no, probably at the time, maybe Marvel Studios, or Sunbow, but Satin Harvest Peach. You learn something new every day here. So check that out too. Again, binstudios.iwarp.com. And that's it for sponsorship and news. We got a good hour and 20 left, so we'll take some questions from the fans and everything like that. What I got this week, this was really cool. I was at my local supermarkets and they had a whole bunch of Ultraman pretzel food stuff, I guess is the best way to put it. And the cool thing about them is they come with trading cards. So I was a little perplexed by these. If you're a hardcore Ultraman fan, maybe you could explain it to me. So you have this is Ultraman Ginga is on this one. So he came out in 2013. And then, Ginga S, and then you had Ultraman X, 2015. Okay. And then you have Ultraman Orb, 2016. And then they jump like a good, I want to say 6, 7, 8 years. And they skip Geed, they skip RB, they skip Trigger, Z, Decker. I know I'm forgetting something, and they go straight to Blazar in 2023. I don't know if I missed a bunch that weren't at the store, but I'm going to open some of these live and try these. They're different flavors. This is seaweed, tomato, or vegetable, or this is vegetable, this is tomato. I think this one is cheese. I don't know. I just want to see the trading cards. They were $1.99 Canadian each, which is like absolutely nothing. It's like $1.10 American for some Ultraman trading cards and some pretzel sticks. Sign me up. So we're going to try these. Patrick Brown, Studio Series 86 Rodimus when he doesn't scale with Studio Series 86 Prime. You know what sucks with that? I remember Evan saying if they did do a Studio Series 86 Rodimus, there's a strong chance it would be uh the Commander class that we got without the trailer, just retooled or something, which part of me was like, that's kind of a cop out. Oh, there we go. Oh, it comes in an individual booster pack. Okay, well, maybe we'll put this aside for now. One moment. And look at that. It comes in its own little. So it's got Blazar on the booster pack, and you got Ginga over here on the pieces. Very cool. Very cool. Let's open these up. So let's try one. What flavor is this again? This is seaweed flavor. Tastes like nothing. Tastes like a pretzel. Not bad. Not bad. Let's open up the cards, see who we get. I don't even know what the cards are gonna be. All it says in Japanese, probably should show the back here. The back's the same on all of them. It says collect 50 cards. They're translucent. You could get a super rare gold card, apparently. So these are like supposedly fancy translucent cards. Oh, how many do you get in here? You only get, oh, you get two. You get two. So who did I get? I got, oh, that's kind of cool. So you get Blazar, and then you got like a spectrum beam, and you could put it over that. That's pretty cool. Oh, that's pretty awesome. Oh, that is very cool. So you get two cards. Oh, that is, oh my God. I'm in trouble now. I think I'm going back to my Asian supermarket. So I ate these, but I probably should have warned you guys. So I looked at the bottom of these, and apparently, I don't know, is that expired? My wife, again, maybe she's sticking up for her own people, but she claims that how Asians do their expiring dates is it's a year after this date. That's what she claims. So I don't know. We will see. Is Proto Man now just eating expired pretzels from across the globe? We don't know. Riveting content. Twins Corner, can you confirm that Takara's source that all the Rat Trap accessories will be? Well, that image, Twins. Let me just pull that image up for you again. That image comes courtesy of the same sources that always use the pre-orders. Where's that image? There it is. So we always get so Takara Tomy always sends out what are called retail pre-order forms, right? And the reason why we always get these like super blurry images is because those products were never meant to be full-size images for us to see. They're always on the form digitally in a very small kind of image on the side so that the toy manager in that store could just see it and then pre-order it early and they get a general idea from this small little image. Obviously, we as hardcore fans take that image, blow it up as much as we can so we could see. And historically, 99% of the time, all of the stuff that's shown in those images is what is given with the product. Now, with Beast Wars in the past, we have gotten pre order bonuses. Optimus Primal got his banana box. I want to say Black Arachnia got a pin, if I remember correctly. I'm looking over if you looking over at my Beast Wars display. I know Black Arachnia got a pin. I think Tigatron. Oh no, a Dinobot came with a golden disc was a pre-order bonus, I think. So there might be a pre-order bonus, which if we do learn of that, I'll bring it up here on the podcast when I find out. So you'll know where to order if that's the case. Calvin says the expiration date is the same. Well, we'll see. It's one way or another. Because I mean, if they're definitely selling it, well, we're long overdue, aren't we? Oh well, down the hatch. Down the hatch again. But you know, we will see, we will see. Very cool though. Very, very cool. Let's open up another one. I'm not gonna open up the food part of it, but we'll definitely open up this one. So this one, of course, this one is Ultraman X. Let's see what's happening with that. Speaking of collabs, do you think we'll get another Jurassic Park collab? Well, we'll see with that one. Let's see. Oh, so this one actually is the same thing. The other one wasn't. The other one actually. Oh no, it wasn't. Oh yeah, it was. Okay. So at least that's the same. This is supposed to be the tomato one, and then let's get the cards. So you have Blazar. Okay, so I guess Blazar is going to be on the cover of all the of the card the package seals. So who do we get here? Oh, we got Orb, and he has like this, like that. Oh, that's pretty cool. Power up. I like that. It's like translucent. It has like an extra piece to it. It's got an orb card. Very, very cool. Very, very cool. T-Formers 2002 Lio Convoy had a gutted accessory. Yeah, man. Yo, I hated that because I always want Transformer human characters or humanoid characters to get their figures. We almost had a semi-articulated Artemis. We had Moon for years. We had Moon the keychain, we had Moon the lucky draw. No Artemis. We almost had an Artemis. I don't know why they canceled that. So silly. Must have been maybe a budget thing or something. Had to have been. Had to have been something like that. So now we got Orb. Good old Orb here. Let's crack him open. And this one's supposed to be, I guess, vegetable flavor, they say. It's according to the safety stuff here. That's actually written in French on the side. Let's see. We got Orb there. We'll put that aside to eat later or give yourself a reason to get your stomach pumped. And then another Blazar pack. We're opening Ultraman cards on a Transformer podcast. Who do we got here? We got Blazar again with some overlay of a sword of some kind. Very cool. Very, very cool. Is that a double of the Blazar? Oh, no, it's a different pose. Okay. Okay. Different pose. No doubles yet. Very good. Very, very good. No gold card either, but still very cool. Unless that was the gold. That one's kind of foily, actually, now that I look at it. Is that a gold card? I don't know. Did I get a rare? I don't know. We'll take a look at them after. And then the last one. Let's take a question first. El Kevo Sunrise has the rights to the anime girl, from what I understand. Are you serious? Damn it. That's stupid. You know what? That's true, though. I've heard about that, where if it's an anime unique created character, that's what creates a problem, and why like characters like supposedly, stuff like Botanica become an issue. But I mean, look, Transmutate was created on mainframe. We ended up getting a toy, and Botanica at some point I feel will get that same treatment. I'm sure something will be worked out at some point. You know, I'm sure of it. I am so sure of that. And then we'll get it. And we'll get it. So let's crack open the last one. This is the Blazar one, of course. And again, same thing on the front and back. Blazar for his flavor here, which is shrimp, actually. It's shrimp flavored. And again, another Blazar pack, which they all look the same. Yep. Let's crack this last one open. What do we got here? And we got, let me just line these up, make sure it looks nice.